Halt! You trespass in Shakar territory! Explain what you are doing here.
Can we get on with it? You said we'd find it here.
We have. From what I have transcribed, Neltharion had a hidden path to Avarice, just below this ridge.
Sealed beneath earth and water. Undisturbed for thousands of years.
Then, let us open the way.
Rock, you will feast upon the elemental power below. Wake the elders from their slumber and incinerate any who stand in our way.
Exquisite. In his wake, the Drakthir will succumb to the temptation of avarice and unleash the aspect's darkest nightmares.
Come, we have much to do. Let the children of Neltharion claim their birthright.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I have an announcement for you. So the next major patch for World of Warcraft Dragonflight is soon here. So May the 3rd, 2023, it will go live on our server, which is the European server. So America will get it obviously the day before, that's how it works. So they always get like the minor patches as well as the major patches the day before. And of course then the European servers get it literally the day after, because obviously America resets on the Tuesday and we reset in Europe on the Wednesday. So that's how it works. So nothing to be upset about or anything like that. It's just how it is. But it is exciting to know what we will be getting up to in the next major patch that they are, you know, going to release on that week of May the 3rd, 2023. So hopefully you can join me for that, so when we do go live that week. So what is this new major patch? So we are actually heading to a new zone. So you know, we're going to Zaralek Cavern, wherever that is, and of course we will uncover the mysteries surrounding this new part of the map. As I'm, you know, sort of unaware that I didn't know it was like, you know, underground sort of thing, but you know, I initially thought it would be like, you know, when we went to Argus in Legion, where we had to go to another world, or you know, entirely, or maybe another fabric of reality, that sort of thing, in regards to like what we did in Shadowlands, you know, that sort of thing. But obviously with the Dragonflight expansion, obviously we just don't know what they were going to, you know, come up with. And of course you know, with what has happened up to now, with what's happened in the raid and storyline up to now, and with us helping the Drakthir, and you know, so many other mysteries around the Dragon Isles for us to uncover. There's loads, you know, obviously every week when I do the reset, I keep coming across like things I haven't even come across really, especially on, you know, Forbidden Reach, and especially with the mystery of why Neltharion put, you know, the Drakthir there and things that, you know, and everything seems to lead back to Neltharion. And for those who don't know about Neltharion, Neltharion was somebody that was a right pain in the backside during the Cataclysm expansion, and you know, he nearly broke the world, literally. And ultimately we had to like stop him and things, but he was probably one of the coolest dragons you ever meet, actually. His armor was so cool, and I mean, the black dragonflight that you meet in Dragonflight at the moment, you know, of course, resemble, you know, what his Dragonflight was like, you know, that sort of thing. And obviously Rathian, for those that met Rathian from Mr. Pandaria expansion, you know, he was tiny, wasn't he? He was this little kid, and now he's grown up, you know. And of course now we learn that he's squabbling with his brother that I don't even remember us meeting at all, but that's other mysteries for us to learn and things, you know, as we go into this new major patch. So we are heading to Zaralek Cavern, which is underground, and far as I'm aware, it is something that Neltharion, you know, built a very long time ago. So during Cataclysm probably made it, you know, and of course we weren't actually paying attention what he was doing. We just, apart from you know, trying to just get out of his way while he was just ruining the place back then. But of course there was more to it than, you know, meets the eye in regards to what he was doing. So to get to the new zone, we're going to have to start the campaign that leads to the new zone, of course. I don't know how long it'll be or anything. And it is, you know, the Embers of Neltharion, you know, quest line sort of thing that will lead us to the new zone, that sort of thing. And of course, you know, it's been new things for us to uncover, new allies, new pests, as I call them. It is home to the new raid as well, so of course it would lead eventually to the raid, well, second raid of World of Warcraft Dragonflight. There might be another dungeon there as well, but you know, it's just trying to understand, you know, the mysteries behind this Zaralek Cavern, and it obviously goes into more detail in regards to the Black Dragonflight, so it all relates back to, of course, Neltharion's laboratory, apparently. So it is like a mystery why he built this, you know, cavern sort of thing, and you know, it's a sort of like a mystery anyway. So there's, according to battle.net, you know, or Wowhead as well, there's you know, information and images and things, you know, that help you understand it a bit better than what I'm trying to do. Yes, there's plenty of lava, so you know, initially thought, well, that sounds cool. And you know, there's a crucible, shadowed crucible, which looks really cool. So basically, a very long time ago, a millennia ago, Neltharion carved these. He carved them, not just made them, he carved them. But then obviously after he was defeated in Cataclysm, you know, these you know, creations that he made, chasms, were forgotten for a very long time, well, of course, until now, because now we have to find out what they were there for, and to understand that he was actually you know, conducted like, you know, world-changing experiments down there. It makes you wonder what on earth was Neltharion up to, or Deathwing, if for those who are familiar. But it does make you wonder, does Rathian and his brother know, or maybe his brother knows but Rathian doesn't know, because obviously when we went into Dragonflight for the very first time, we met Rathian and his brother, and it's like, I don't remember your brother, you know, but and that's what's quite funny, because when we go to the Obsidian Citadel, which is where the Black Dragonflight are, you know, on the Dragon Isles. We have to choose our allegiance either to Rathian or his brother, and it's sort of like going, I don't know you, brother, but I know you, so I trust you. And of course, you know, since him being literally, you know, well, to me, I've only known Rathian as the only sibling or only child of Neltharion, as it were. But it just makes you wonder what other mysteries, you know, Deathwing had, or even maybe had more siblings that he knew nothing about. And it sort of, you know, makes you think, you know, Rathian. I think Rathian was more surprised as well, but it makes you wonder, you know, what this will lead to when we go to this new, you know, chasm underground, where it's going to be, you know, full of mystery, that sort of thing. So, you know, it's just interesting what we will find out together. So we will have to venture into the darkness, as it mentions. So the Crucible thing is that I mentioned is part of the Embers of Neltharion. It is the raid, so that's what it's probably called. So it's Neltharion's like laboratories or experimentation place where he created these artifact things. So it is probably where he planned other things too, but we will uncover that together. And of course, you know, he succumbed to the old gods, probably Nazoth actually, that sort of thing. And obviously it ultimately was his downfall, really, because then you know, we had to stop him, didn't we? So so the new raid has 9 bosses, so it is the next major raid. So each wing will probably have 3 bosses, except so there'll probably be 4 wings, so 3 lots of 3 bosses, and then of course the last wing will have this 1 boss. But the encounter for usually the last boss will be very, very long, and probably in different phases, just like what we'd had with Sylvanas and what Shadlands, as well as you know, other bosses that we always had last during the Shadlands expansion, which was the previous expansion. Even the Jailers fight, you know, that was phased. Even back to what Battle for Azeroth, there was, you know, the bosses and things. The last raid boss is always going to be like a 2-part or 3-part, maybe a 4-part encounter sort of thing, where we have to do stuff to prevent him from doing certain things in the fight, that sort of thing. Just like the beginning of Dragonflight's first raid, that was very interesting. The you know, Vault of the Incarnates. We went in, having to clear the, you know, the landing zone before we actually got in, and that was so cool, and I love doing that. So we might be doing something similar like that, you know, in this new patch, well, the new raid in the new patch. And we will uncover new stuff regards to the Drakthir as well, and there's still a lot to understand about their you know, past, and they feel obviously betrayed and things with what Neltharion did, but I mean, to be, you know, asleep for quite a long time makes you think, well, they've had a long nap. But you know, the, you know, other things, they're wanting their home back, I bet, and they're fighting over it, you know, as well. So they, you know, Forbidden Reach may be their little fight to see who can take it, you know, out of the Drakthir that you saw in the, you know, little clips that you saw in regards to the previous content. But it all leads somehow to, you know, what will happen in this new patch coming, and of course continues the storyline, and obviously helps tell the story not just for the Dragonflight, but other characters as well. So we saw Bane having his own little quest line as well. You know, there's other things going on that we don't know potentially as well, so we probably will uncover that together anyway. But yeah, I mean, the Dragonflight are really cool. I haven't created one yet, but I will. And it just makes you think, you know, there's so many like inhabitants around, you know, World of Warcraft, isn't there? There's not just, you know, stuff in you know, the Outland, and you know, the during the Burning Crusade and things like that, and you know, the each of the zones there, and you know, going around Azeroth as well. There's so many like races and you know, creatures and you know, things that live there. I mean, the Murlocs are one of my favourite because they go and you know, they really are fun. I mean, I'm sure we'll probably come across new battle pets as well, mounts and all sorts really. So together we will learn together, you know, the mysteries of the caverns and understand what its major purpose was, or it might be a storage area for what Neltharion created. Maybe we just don't know really. So there's tons of inhabitants who live there, yeah, things that are probably elite, and no doubt the likelihood that near the Obsidian Citadel there's always the Jordan being a pain in the arse, so they're probably in there as well. And yes, they are. So there is a Jordan pest that we have to look out for there. So you know, there's absolutely loads that we will uncover, but this is what's going to be coming, you know, on that week of May the 3rd, 2023. So hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do, because it really will be really cool, and it will, like I said, open to the next raid, and we will, you know, go to the new raid together, and yeah, so I look forward to that. Anyway guys, I just want to say thank you for your watching this announcement, because it is going to be really fun, and I look forward to seeing you all for the next live stream. But for now, take care guys, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon.